Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. He takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Played into space. It's a promising position. Played into the middle. And it's Rabiot. Has a shot! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Pellegrini! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Barella. Pavard cuts it out. Threads one in. Long ball looking to counter. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pulisic, aimed beyond the defence, brilliantly cut out. That's going to go a long way. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has been cut short. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Martinez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance, there's the shot! He scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
De Bruyne tries to play it through. Deep cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. And they can counter here. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. De Bruyne. Now he's got space here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And chance, surely! Oh, it's gone in! Right back in the game! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Knocks it into space. That's a good ball out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Martinez. Now Martinez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Barella. Pulis. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Corner number 2 then. Barella goes short. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. And now they can spring out of defence. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he get on the end of this? Rabiot. Pellegrini. Inter Milan finding their passes. Pellegrini. Barella. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Thuram. Big chance! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
That is good alertness. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super find. And Martinez! Now, who's going to be first to this? Locatelli. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fastened.
Thuram. Thuram! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Great vision, and he's worked it through, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Pellegrini, swept in. Thuram! Locatelli. De Bruyne. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Thuram. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. AC Milan could counter here. Now it's Thuram. Barella. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And he's heaved it away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but...
I just thought that one needed a tad more lift. Easier said than done, of course.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Pellegrini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Searching pass he's played there. Caught offside that time. He's beaten the last man. Looking for the run. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. It is no contest. It is a landslide. No space. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And as you can see, we've already started here. Somewhat off target.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kvaratskhelia. And that pass just didn't quite work. Deftly away. Now he's got space here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, there's the clearance. And here's Ribéry. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Ribéry. Çalhanoğlu, and he's onside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back. He's looking wide. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan, shapes to shoot! That's another chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's managed to gift it back. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Stefan de Vrij. He's a very clever central defender whose positioning and reading of the game are second to none. The way he seems to just know where a pass is headed and he steps in to make the interception, it's very impressive. He's very good on the ball too, Peter, and always looking to contribute towards the build-up play.
Yeah, he's having a go! And he's heaved it away. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Çalhanoğlu aimed beyond the defence. Still goalless at the moment. Kvaratskhelia.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Çalhanoğlu.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like...
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Cambio di giocatori.
Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
De Bruyne is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Costa Curta makes the interception. De Roon. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's been played through. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's in a great position here. And the shot's on. Goes for a shot! Goal! Inter! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
They have what they wanted. The first, just the goalkeeper to... Can he finish? It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He's got a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And Ribery! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Kvaratskhelia. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. De Roon, nicely shaped ball. Inter Milan making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around, distributed tidily.
This is the time you need that pace.
Knocks it into space. Yildiz! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yildiz is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Acerbi is onto this. And the shot! It's a goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Inter Milan finding their passes. It's a searching pass. And now the breakaway. It's a pretty loose pass. And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And the action is back underway. Çalhanoğlu, Ribery. Kvaratskhelia. Nicely weighted ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
In towards the back stick. Hernandez gathers from the goal kick. Pellegrini. Fired deep towards the back post. Here comes another cross. Oh, he's big chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Hernandez. And it's Acerbi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That'll be a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Acerbi clears.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Shot, surely! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Thuram deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Osimhen is wide and looking to get onto this. Keane. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Tries a shot! He has done it! Back to within one! Interesting! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
No way through. Now it's De Bruyne. He is through here. DiMarco defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dumfries. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's been cut out, well played. Acerbi gets rid without sophistication. He's got away. De Bruyne! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 4, il numero 9. Attenzione alla sostituzione.
That's a cute ball. Now it's Enrique. And he's there to belt it away. So, third corner of the game. And he's straight offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looking to play him in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Keane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice looking ball. Luis Enrique. And that should get the job done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barella. And here's Keane. And he gets rid in a hurry.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many...
And he's had a hit! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Locatelli. And he plays one through. And he's cut it out. DiMarco. Barella. Oh, they could break here. No, it's come to nothing. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, super ball. And Keane! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Keane has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Desperate defending required here. Cleared without hesitation. That'll be a throw-in. And time is up. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Yilmaz. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his...
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Vanderson. And it's Maddison. Maddison! Cristiano. And a chance! And he's heaved it away. Maddison! It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that was vital. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Vanderson. Rodri gets good distance on it. João Neves. Well, they've got it again. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Looking to play him in. It's an early cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that could set him on his way. Yilmaz kept his eye on it, and he's there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's having a go! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
This might... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Thinks one through. Oh, that's a key interception. Maddison going full tilt down the left. Paz. And he's in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Vanderson. Rodri, played into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Mbappe. And that has put paid to that.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Dink through. Berghaus. Maddison. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely weighted ball. And that has been cut short. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Berghaus. Paz does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Caresses it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error. Takes a shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Big chance! And again! And in he goes again! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, delightful ball. That's an excellent interception. Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He gets big! Bellingham! It's there! Back to within one! Interesting! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Berghaus. Madrid needing a change of fortune here. Now it's Yilmaz. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Maddison knocks it into space. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And the shot! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
So much time. Great chance! It's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Paz running with the ball. Berghaus. Played back in. Chance for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Alexander-Arnold proving dependable as ever. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 22, James Maddison. Number 79.
And it's Bellingham.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field.
Yilmaz.
Number 20, number 5, McAllister. Number
Palmer.
10, Palmer.
He's got
Number
plenty of
18,
space out wide here.
Jonathan David.
Fired deep towards the back post. And it's Palmer. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get on the end of this? Could have here their final chance. It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vanderson. Ambitious ball here. Oh, what has happened here? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Pass has been good effort from distance. And yes, it's there! Deep into injury time! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay.
Oh no, what has happened here? 4 added minutes on the board. David, now there's a fine ball. Palmer shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. He's looking wide. McAllister. Nice interception, well timed. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic...